Greetings, everyone. Today, we are going to continue this session on social entrepreneurship, and today we will discuss the theory of change. That is, the theory of change approach, which differs from other procedures in a way that the other procedures they begin with a plan and work your way through it. The theory of change, in a way, it begins with the end objective. So it is quite different from other general theories, which starts with a plan. Here we start with the end objective, or maybe the target of a target that is uh, to be a target that is to be achieved. So, the theory of change, it begins with the end objective, that is to alleviate the homelessness, maybe to provide more employment for disadvantaged workers, to educate the kids, to empower the women, and maybe to, whatever problems that an entrepreneur who is into social entrepreneur, he sees, he finds around him, and he wants to find out the solution to those existing problems. So it starts in a backward direction, and it starts with what the objective should be, the end objective should be, and therefore it starts, it then work backwards. Carol Weiss, he developed the theory of change model in 1972 while researching how tiny efforts led to long-term goals. So the theory of change approach was employed in 1990s by non-profit organizations. The non-profit organizations, in order to guide the complicated outcome-driven programs. So the model describes how the intended change is intended, or maybe what is foreseen is to be expected to be, how it is to be implemented. So finally, all the social businesses aim to generate as much as as much as social benefit as it is possible, or as it is feasible. The more social value generated, the bigger the social impact will be, obviously. So we have to carefully trace the problem first and then move in the backward, maybe backward direction. Therefore, the theory of change, we can say, it differs from logic models in that it focuses on how the desired change will be achieved rather than on outcomes, inputs, and actions. So while the two approaches are frequently misunderstood, the key is to focus on what causes something to happen, which is why the theory of change model is so effective. So it articulates how one area influences the other one. So let us see what this theory of change is. So it defines the theory of change model. It defines a long-term change that the organization hopes to achieve, while also outlining how the organization intends to measure the results and the impact. Begin with the social impact, keeping in mind with societal impact, keeping in mind the desired outcomes for the company. So this section will be describing you how the overall desired goods transformation takes place, desired goods transformation takes place in the society. And the next phase in this theory of change is to consider the social value that the consider the social value that the initiative or any community program aims to generate, which may include change in human conduct, or maybe change in human development, their knowledge, their skill development, etc. So we have to focus on what the objective, the end objective of that organization is. What are the results that they want to achieve? So these are the results that your organization is going to attain or achieve. So that has to be focused first, and this this is studied only after studying the existing problems, challenges that are there. That will help us to know that what we want to achieve. So working backwards, the next stage is to document the expected results, that is output, that the organization's activities shall be yielding. So keep in mind that it is very critical to demonstrate how the organization will assess the outputs, that is the numbers of children educated, maybe adolescents taken off the street, maybe how many people are employed, or maybe how many youngsters or kids are immunized, etc., etc. It depends at what is the existing problem and what is the solution the or organization or social entrepreneur is looking up to. And then after that, what will be the next step? The next step is to decide what activities the organization will undertake in order to achieve the desired outcome. For example, hosting a job fair for the unemployed people, maybe training the youth on maybe HIV or AIDS awareness, etc. Maybe hosting some or organizing some water sanitation workshop, utilizing the technology to implement the activities, etc. It can be anything again. So you have to decide that what kind of activities or what action plan should be that has or should be adopted in order to achieve those results. And then the final step is to identify the resources that are required to carry out those initiatives, which may include maybe the physical resources. Physical resources may be your land, your building, maybe you need an auditorium, you need an office complex, or maybe an official space or an informal space, maybe a playground only. It depends at what. So in physical resources it can be, then maybe your technological resources. For example, maybe we need Wi-Fi, internet access, we need computers, we need laptops, iPads, etc. Whatever is required, that has to be assessed and worked out. And then what human resources are required, that is what will be the manpower that is required. What will be their competency level, what will be their qualification, how many manpower you need, the skilled one, the unskilled one, the blue collared people, the white collared people. You have to just make a proper planner of that what. And then maybe, and finally, after all these calculation, finally you will be working on the requirement for your financial. What are your financial resources, that is how are you going to access the money that is required. Will you be taking loan, or will you be getting it through donations and charities? So how you are going to attain that, etc., etc. And then finally, another resource which is very important, cannot be ignored, that is the information resource, which is related to the knowledge. That is how we are going to achieve this target, by doing what. If it is a workshop, then what should be the model of the workshop, what are the resource person, how to attain things. So you have to have a knowledge, you have to have an experience, maybe qualification to organize these events. So this is how these are some of the steps which are involved in this theory of change. So we can say that this is the simple model, where you can see in the figure that it starts with the social impact, which is the last outcome which you need. So first you have to think on this, you have to focus on this, what are the social impact you want to work on, then what are the existing social values, what will be the output, what are the activities that are required, and to go for these activities, what are the resources you will be requiring. So this is the backward theory of change model tells that we have to move in a backward direction in order to attain the ultimate objective or this of any business. So here we can see that it is as simple as can be, as many elements are needed, but as few as possible should be taken up. It uses a systems thinking. It's very systematic, it's very organized. You have to just understand, and you should be knowing how to implement that. It shows causes and effect among the parts of the operating model, and it also predicts how change in one element affects the other one. So in one which both the theory and activities are necessary to produce the results can be articulated clearly and concretely. So this was the theory of change model. Now we have to keep some few points, in mind, because writing a complete theory of a change can be challenging process. As you advance through the theory of change process, keep in mind that a complete theory of change will have, maybe the first thing, a very clear and testable hypothesis about how change will occur, that not only allows you to be accountable for results but also makes your results more credible, because they are predicted to occur in a certain way, obviously. So we have to have a very clear and testable hypothesis, means which you can implement and you can do it. It is attainable, it is achievable. Second is a visual representation of the change you want to see in your community and how you expect it to come about. So you have to be a real visionary person with a clear vision that yes, I want to have this change, a blueprint for evaluation with measurable indicators for success identified. That is, you should have a proper evaluation process. That is, you should be from time to time, after achieving certain steps, from time to time you should be able to measure it. You should be able to evaluate it, that okay, if this is done, this is more required, my efforts are lacking in this, we need more expertise in this, whatever. But it must be evaluated from time to time. Then there is an agreement among the stakeholders about what defines success and what it gets, what it takes to get there. So that is how you measure or how you foresee your success. What is your definition of success? What are the parameters you consider? What are the qualitative aspects you consider as a success? So that has to be done. And finally, a powerful communication tool in order to capture the complexity of your initiative is also, important. So we can see that the developing field of social entrepreneurship, it draws on research from a variety of fields, including entrepreneurship and psychology, ethics and religion also. Ethics and religion, social works and non-profit management, and economic and human development, among so many. There is such a big diversity in this domain that it is calling for research, and still so many areas are not explored yet. So to understand the field's growth, we need to look at the data from various different a number of looking at different data. And theory of change, which was popularized by the non-profit it was popularized by non-profit management. So consider it to be a very good roadmap that will guide your social entrepreneur endeavors in achieving the long-term systematic change goals which you are looking forward to achieve. Then next we have social innovation. What is a social innovation? It's a vital aspect for scaling the social impact. So before we can discuss the innovation, I think we must first distinguish between the traditional innovation and social innovation. Social innovation is defined as a very unique solution to a social problem that is more effective, efficient, sustainable, or maybe just than existing alternatives, and for which the value created benefits the society as a whole rather than private people. So the researchers, they argue that innovation is what creates the societal value. Phillies et al. In 2008, we have this. I can refer to this page number 37 from there. And we have Martin and Osberg, who argued that in order to produce considerable long-term social value, new solutions to societal difficulties must be implemented. So we agree that innovation is a very, very important component of both entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. So and we definitely, we try to identify innovative solutions as one of the very fundamental components of social entrepreneurship. So we can say that as a social entrepreneur works to works to establish sustainable business models that would rely on market forces to thrive, social innovation will frequently enable the organization to have a greater impact, to have a greater or more comprehensive effect. So to be successful, new innovations, they frequently or very regularly, they require the vision and discipline that a well articulated business model gives. So we can say that in addition to this, or maybe we can say that a formal well documented business model, it maybe serves as a template allowing a social ventures operation to be effectively expanded and copied. And finally, the social entrepreneurs, they are forced to create new yet practical solutions. Practical solution because they are on the betterment of the human lives. So they have to be attainable, they have to be very practical, they have to be achievable. Otherwise, if it is not having any impact, no use. And therefore these we can say that we need to have practical solutions, because they frequently will have to they need to adjust, to the current paradigms, because the world is a dynamic place and things keep on changing. So we have to understand the things, and we have to work accordingly, modify maybe our models as per the need and as per the requirement. So that has to be there. So the following section challenges us to consider, this social entrepreneur challenges us to consider revolutionary new methods, maybe or maybe there are opposite to this is disruptive innovation also, that maybe some authors have defined, which do not bring a wellness to the society or a positive results to the society. So maybe one of the example we can say of social innovation is your profile of a social, that is Dr. Venkatesh Swami, that is Arvind Eye Institute in India. Actually, what happened is, let us just understand in short his history. That is Dr. G. Venkataswamy, the founder of Arvind Eye Hospital Institute, under Arvind Eye Institute, aimed to prevent unnecessary blindness by delivering cataract surgery to the impoverished in India. According to Sanskara Narayan, he says that his business approach was to mass market the cataract surgery in the same way as McDonald's and Pizza Hut's marketed their hamburgers and pizzas. He marketed the cataract surgery in the similar way. And the efficiency gained via the use of technology fueled the social innovation at Arvind Eye Hospital. Here, actually, the technology that was used to operate that or go for that surgery, innovation technology played a very important role. And therefore, the innovative process efficiencies, such as the use of the webcam to evaluate the potential patients, in remote villages, the use of state-of-the-art equipment, assembly line processes in operating room, and the self-manufacture of all the materials which was required for the eye care and the surgery. They did not buy it. Initially, they used to import these things from different countries, but it was such a costly affair that only few people could benefit. That is, all those who could pay the price for this, and poor people got deprived of it. So they started making it, manufacturing it in their own institutes, and therefore the self manufacture of all the materials which was needed for eye care and the surgery. Another step adopted was streamlining the process in order to allow the organization to see more than 2.5 million patients, and conduct an average of 3 lakh surgeries per year, while providing the first rate eye care services at affordable cost. So this was the role of a social innovation, that how it multiplied the benefit to the people who were suffering. So social innovation plays a very crucial role and a very important role. Therefore, the entrepreneur who wants to run a social enterprise must have a pro acumen towards adopting the technology which are for framed or developed for social innovation. Now, coming to the end of this topic, social entrepreneur, let us just go through some of the case studies, or maybe some of the examples um, which helps us to understand that it's not always the successful stories. Maybe sometimes there are some failure cases also, but they are existing, and they are striving to work hard in order to sustain in wherever they are established. So analyzing the case studies of both the successful and unsuccessful social enterprises, maybe they can offer valuable insights and also lessons for aspiring the social entrepreneurs. So let us just go through. So first is the Tom Shoes, who has been a very successful social entrepreneur. What is the story about Tom Shoes? It is that the Tom Shoes, founded by Blake Mikosi, Mekoski, is recognized for its innovative one-for-one business model. For every pair of shoes sold, Tom's donates one pair to a child in need. The company's success is attributed to its strong brand identity. Uh, in addition to the brand identity, it is effective marketing strategy and their commitment to the social impact. And if you just go into detail and try to study about this case study, you can explore how Tom's Shoes successfully they integrated a social mission into its core business, fostering customer loyalty and global impact. So see, what happened actually is that they had the policy of one for one, means one shoe, if anybody buys one pair of shoes, one another pair of shoes will be donated to a child who is without shoes, or means whoever needed. So this way, the customer who believed in this philanthropy, they purchased the shoes from Tom's. While deciding where to buy, they used to purchase it from Tom's, because they knew by doing this they are in a way helping somebody else also with a pair of shoes. So this made them more popular. This made them they brought more loyal customers to them, this model, and they got a very successful shoe chain everywhere. Second is about Albina Ruiz and Cuaded saludable. So here social entrepreneurs, they are challenged to find an opportunity in order to make an impact on the lives of others. What are the needs of the people you wish to serve? Are the needs of the community worth serving? Albina Ruiz did not see the rubbish. She saw an opportunity. It's because this rubbish means the garbage. The garbage was always is a big issue, is always a big problem in a community, in a society, in the locality, wherever it gets, collected in piles, it piles up. So, but she saw it as an opportunity. In her home country in Peru, the environmental problem caused by excess rubbish and garbage was hurting the people. People were getting sick. It was bringing illness, so many diseases in the society, but nothing could be done. They didn't know what to do with this rubbish and garbage. And therefore, the poor people around, they always lived in, nearby these dumps, in hopes of finding something to sell maybe. So while studying the industrial engineering, Albina investigated the opportunity for members of the community to manage the waste collection. And this would allow the poor to make money from the rubbish and create new jobs for recycling specialists, while serving as a model for both urban and rural communities to address this environmental issue or this environmental challenge. The name Ciudad Saludable means healthy cities. And the recycling workers started their own micro businesses in order to recycle the rubbish or garbage in their own home community. So this way we find that how she turned this garbage into an opportunity, and it helped many small poor people to develop their own small businesses in order to recycle and earn from the garbage that was always a big problem for the community and the society. Another example, sorry, it's been repeated here, that is, we have already discussed about the Arvind Eye Institute. Another unsuccessful story here, just to understand that yes, there are cases of failures also. That is the Better Place, which was founded by Shai Agassi, who aimed to revolutionize the electric vehicle marketed by developing a network of battery swapping solutions. Battery swapping stations. Despite initial enthusiasm and significant investments, the company faced insurmountable challenges, including the high infrastructure cost and lack of widespread adoption of electric vehicles. So, Better Place filed for bankruptcy in 2013. The case study can delve into the reason for venture's failure. Obviously, you can go into and just try to learn that what were the reasons for their failure. Maybe because they did not understand the market dynamics, they did not understand the market requirement, maybe they did not know the operational challenges. They must have done the homework on this, which they just did not do, and the lessons learned about the importance of aligning innovation with market readiness. So, once we know these cases, we just try to understand them. I feel that, sorry. Oh. I feel that we can conclude that after analyzing these case studies, it can help us to study the social entrepreneurship. While we are studying, these case studies will help us to understand the complex dynamics at play in both the successful and unsuccessful ventures. So the lessons learned from these cases can inform the best practices that are going on, highlight the common pitfalls that are always available, and every one of us have to face those challenges and provide the valuable guidance for navigating the challenges inherent in social entrepreneurship. And with this, we conclude all about the social entrepreneurship after covering a comprehensive aspects from all the dimensions that is there to be studied. Thank you. Thank you so much.